Hey guys, what's up? I'm Greg. I hope you guys are ready to unpack and get into some good conversations today.
And I'm Jess, and this is our podcast, Baggage Claim. Thank you for joining us.
What's up, Baggage Claim? How you guys doing today? Thank you so much for joining us. If this is your first time here, thanks for being here. If you're a regular attender, you know the drill. Grab your favorite drink, pull up to the table. If it's in the morning, coffee, it's afternoon, whatever that favorite drink is. Could be a glass of water, or it could be a tea, or whatever else you need it to be.
Sweet tea.
But just pull on up to the table.
Sweet
Only in the
tea.
South, so we
Sweet
get sweet tea. So pull up to the table with us and have some conversations. Because
Yes.
Baggage Claim is a place where we talk about relationships, community, and all those fun things in between. So thanks for joining us tonight. And we're going to jump into some
Let me go and give a
conversation.
disclaimer. If I cough, it's just going to have to be okay because it just is happening.
And it is okay.
It's going to
It
be
is
okay.
okay.
I
It's
have
okay to
cough
be real
drops.
here.
I have
It is
water.
okay.
But sometimes a cough is going to cough.
Yeah, it is. And so, yeah, I agree. Okay.
So I just want to say I'm sorry ahead of time. I'm not trying to be
You coughed
rude.
on the last episode, too.
I know. This cough
So-
won't go
or
away.
a couple of weeks ago. So we
It's-
filmed.
It's my constant companion.
Yeah. All right. There we go.
Okay.
So, are we ready for it?
Question time. Okay. Mine is absolutely absurd.
Let's
And
do it.
I'm going to laugh the whole time I try to say it because I'm
Okay.
already trying to laugh. Okay, I saw it on TikTok. Okay, you ready?
Oh, Lord.
Oh boy. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Would you rather replace your ears with two tiny hands that clap every time you get excited, or have when you sneeze pretzel rods shoot out of your nose?
Pretzel rock.
Okay, time out. I got a question about this ear thing.
Yeah.
Like, does it mean you can't hear?
No, you can still hear. There's still ears.
So
But
your
they're
ears
just-
just kind of like cup as ears.
They clap.
It's
like
two
hands
little pairs of hands on the side of your head.
when you get excited.
And they're like on both sides. Or when you sneeze, pretzel rods fly out.
Ooh, does it hurt when the pretzel?
I'm going to
rods
go
come
with
out?
the sneeze because I don't sneeze that much. And I think having another set of hands on my head would be weird.
Two sets.
Yeah,
one
two
there, one
sets
there.
slapping all the time in my head because I get excited a lot.
Yeah.
Fair.
So that
I would go with pretzels unless the pretzel like hurts when
Right.
you sneeze.
I would go with pretzels also because I teach first grade, so I get excited about a lot of stuff all day
There's a
long.
lot of clapping.
That might help
That
the
would
kids
be
get
it.
excited though.
I would, it's true. But that would be a lot of little flappy hands all day.
There's
Is
a
that
lot of
not the most
flappy
ridiculous
That is a
question
pretty
ever?
ridiculous
That is
question.
extremely ridiculous.
All right, so
Well-
I got a question.
Okay.
Okay.
How early is too early to start decorating for Christmas?
Ooh, we have had that conversation so many times.
This
in
is
our
a debate.
family.
I know.
And is
there's
it like
stuff
is it like unacceptable or just like not okay?
There's stuff popping up on my For You page now for Christmas, like
People are
the
putting
Grinch
up Christmas
tree.
now.
Yeah, people started putting up Christmas tree. Like,
Did you see? It was on, probably not, but it was on my For You page on TikTok. Dollar General has a whole Dolly Parton Christmas line.
no,
That they're
I've not seen
carrying?
that.
I did not see that.
Ooh, I'm excited. I got to go to Dollar General.
Oh,
Dollar
Dolly.
General.
Dollar.
People are already
Yeah.
selling Christmas stuff though.
Yes.
Really? Where?
Everywhere. Hobby Lobby
Yeah.
already has Christmas
Hobby
out.
Lobby's like decked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they start like 50% off Christmas, like
Yeah,
two
Before
weeks
Christmas.
before Christmas.
But
Yeah.
that's our favorite time to upgrade some of
Yeah.
our stuff.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was actually a debate in our family for a lot of years because we wanted to decorate for Christmas the day after Thanksgiving, is where
Yes.
we originally started.
Yes.
But we would always go out of town on Thanksgiving with my dad for a few days. And so that felt like it was delaying the Christmas season. But it also, Pop is what they call my dad. Pop's trip was a Christmas kickoff. And so it was like, okay, do we want to decorate before Thanksgiving so that when we come home from the Christmas kickoff, it'll
It's
already be
already
Christmas
there.
at our house.
Yeah.
So then it just was like,
I'm a after Thanksgiving, half Thanksgiving, because I think Thanksgiving deserves its own time.
yes.
Like, don't be stealing from it. If
Well,
you
that's
just
your
love
favorite.
lights that much, then put some Thanksgiving lights up. Get a
Don't give me
Festivus pole.
ideas. We're
Um,
about to have some Thanksgiving lights, everybody.
you have a snow tree. Like when we take down the Christmas tree,
I do.
you leave these little white trees on the
I redecorate with silver quote unquote
Trees. They're Christmas trees.
They
They're
are,
silver
but they're
Christmas
just silver
trees.
with white lights
You
and no
said
ornaments.
they're Christmas. They're
It's
snow trees.
It's winter and snow trees.
Yeah.
Because
So-
I'm not ready to let go.
But I say after Thanksgiving.
You have
Yeah.
to learn to let it go.
Yeah.
That's what Elsa says.
That's
I
right.
think, I think there was there was
There's
song
a whole
about
song
that.
about it.
It's a life lesson in that one.
Yeah.
It's about an hour and a half long.
Yeah.
So how about you? Where you at?
I'm back and forth. I'm normally always an after Thanksgiving guy.
Yeah.
But one, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving at my house. It's normally like at my brother's house or parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I also, and I do say this because I lead worship, so like I'm already listening to like Christmas music, prepping and preparing.
Way ahead of time, yeah.
And it feels weird, but I'm not gonna lie, this year I kind of gotten in the Christmas spirit.
Ooh, so you're going early.
I'm honestly about ready to get a Christmas tree.
Bruh.
Like
Well-
seriously,
You gotta
I-
wait till
I'm not
Christmas.
even
You gotta wait
kidding.
till Halloween.
Last
I am not
year,
even kidding.
though-
I'm like ready to start decorating.
Last year
Get the
we
stockings out.
I know, right? We decorated the week before Thanksgiving, but we were really excited about everything last year because our first grandbaby. It was her first Christmas, even though she was
She slept. through
she
most
yeah
of it,
she was just literally 2.5 months old.
Yeah.
But we were so excited for everything.
I like having the Christmas lights though, so you turn them on like at night when you're just
Yeah.
watching TV or
Oh
chilling
yes, the
or
best.
just relaxing. It's just always nice.
We have a
love-
few Christmas trees. The house we lived in before this house, I had 8 Christmas trees.
Yeah, it's a little
like
yeah,
full size.
Yeah, well, yeah, actually, yeah.
Golly.
There
It's a
were
little
8.
over the top.
It was a lot over the top.
Yeah.
But I haven't
I mean,
told
when you
Greg
start
yet.
unplugging
I mean, I'm good
things
with
at
one.
It
night,
takes
takes
forever.
Like
Takes like
unplugging
an
everything
hour
is
to
a
shut down
process.
the
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't told you yet, but I want to add a Christmas tree this year.
I'm sure you do.
It's Lulu's tree.
Which you can get Wi-Fi enabled power plugs for like little or nothing, like a pack of 2 or 3 for $10,
Yeah, but
and
that's
the push of a
just-
button and it turns all the lights off.
Yeah, maybe doing that.
Or set it up on a schedule. That's what I do, so that they turn on at like 6 a.m. so that I wake up to
Wake
Christmas
up
lights.
to Christmas
That's
lights.
where you get the feels going.
Because I leave our Christmas lights on a lot on the
You
tree.
do,
I leave
and
the
we have
tree
one in
on.
our bedroom. You like to leave on
I
all
do.
the time, and I
I'll leave it
can't
on at
because
night.
it's like I have a spotlight in my eye holes.
I can sleep with the.
Turn it
I can sleep
off.
with
I can
the
sleep
sun
with
out.
Christmas lights on.
So you can turn the lights on.
No.
I'll sleep.
No,
Speaking of Christmas and wintry wonderlands, can I just acknowledge the fact that we get to have the AC on now?
Yeah, it's okay. So we're
that's true.
30 plus.
34.
episodes.
Today's
think-
34.
I think this one, yeah,
I'm pointing at the number that I wrote,
good deal.
34
34.
episodes in, and we just realized
give or take.
we could leave the air on because we
Yeah.
have a. When you do the editing, you take out the background noise,
Yeah.
which is
But I never
Air
knew that it
conditioning.
covered the AC. And last episode, we left it on by accident.
We did.
And then we turned it off because it gets hot in here.
it gets
When
really
we cut all
hot.
the
Yeah,
AC
we've been
off.
sweating it out for
We
34
turn off the
episodes
ceiling
for you
fan and we
guys.
turn off the air conditioner because we just knew that you guys could hear it. No.
So
Yeah.
now we're going to record podcast in comfort.
Yeah, we're not
in
gonna
the air
sweat.
conditioning. Man, if we figure this out in 34, what are we going to hit when we hit 60? It's
I
gonna
know,
be
right?
like
It's going to be
It's gonna be
mind blowing.
life-changing.
backup people. Well, that's a great. It's a great transition from talking about
Holidays.
holidays and Christmas trees into what we're talking about,
Mhm.
and because we are right on the edge of
Kicking
the
it
holiday
off.
season. So when this episode comes out, it'll probably be close to right at Halloween or the week thereof, or
Around
week
Halloween,
after.
yeah.
So this is crazy time. If you have kids, if you have large families, even if you don't, even if you're newly married or you've been married for a long time,
And if you're single, but you've got a lot of siblings who are married and you're trying to blend in with all that and your own family, that's a lot.
there's just so much
Yeah.
like, and so everybody has traditions. Everybody has these things they go through the holidays, whether it's Thanksgiving, whether it's Christmas, whatever those may be.
Mhm.
Everybody has these traditions, and they just sometimes they're a little overboard with making sure that you stick with those traditions. And so we're going to talk about scheduling with kids, with the chaos, the craziness. We did this through blended family, and then so we'll talk about that aspect. But also too, if you're just a family and you got lots of things, this is something that you may find something in. So there's something for everybody a little bit in this. So we're talking about scheduling and traditions and the whole idea through the holidays.
Yeah. So one thing I learned right off the bat that I was not good at, that it's about negotiating.
Yes.
And that I had to learn I could not have everything I wanted.
Yeah. Well, there's one thing I was talking to a guy one time about, we're talking about blended family, and he asked me, he goes, if you could give me one piece of advice on blended, like leading or being a part of a blended family, and I would say, don't be selfish. It's not about you.
Yeah.
Like if you can grab that concept of it's not about you, then you're going to be just fine. But yeah, it is a negotiating, because when you start, I mean, especially if you're new into it, and if you've been into it for a while, here's the thing: it doesn't matter if you've been in like your traditions for 10 years, things change. Like,
I'm so sorry.
you got to quit smoking.
Right, Peck. I don't smoke, everybody.
I'm kidding. She doesn't. But if you've been in those traditions, times change, things change. Like kids grow up.
Yeah.
Kids move off to college. They come back from college. They get married. They have their own families. There's so many.
And when they
different
get married,
things.
they have to figure out the in-law part. Like, it's just a lot of moving parts, especially as kids get older.
Yes.
But our past experiences, like when we put this whole circus together, they weren't all bad and they weren't all good. But one thing that was actually very helpful, your ex-wife would do it was like a Google Calendar.
Yep.
It was color-coded for what her family, what they were doing with her. And then she would ask us for things that we were doing. And then it would have their, like, Callie and Cody's, like, technical days of where we were switching, because we would have to take turns with Christmas Eve or Christmas morning, and it would alternate each year. And that negotiating part came in there.
Well, yeah, because there were certain things we wanted to try to do. We were trying to activities we wanted to do with the kids. And so understanding too, because Thomas, I mean, you're from a family, your mom
From
and
TJ's
dad.
family too. We still would do stuff with them.
Yes.
And then Thomas and Aaron would have plans with
And then your
their
dad is on his
Yes.
second marriage. So your mom wanted to, then your dad and your stepmom wanted to do something.
Yeah, so just
And then-
me all by myself, I'm pleasing three sets of parents. TJ's mom, who's still very much in our life now and was very much then,
Yep.
my dad and stepmother, and then my mother. That just me by myself. Then you add in your family.
Yep.
And then we would have things with your immediate family, but then we also had several things with your extended family too. That was just a lot of just me and you parts. And then you add in for Callie and Cody doing all the stuff with your ex-wife's family. Like that was a lot.
Yeah. And our kids kind of, we had the schedule and we would print that out and put it literally on everything.
Yeah. Because bless their hearts, they didn't know if they were coming or going, especially like in general, yes, it was a very predictable schedule, but during the holidays, it just got wacky.
Yeah, November, December were just crazy.
Yes.
They were just always all over the place. So it's that whole negotiating, knowing like what do we really want?
Yeah.
What are the things we really, really want? What are the things that we're kind of willing to give on?
And
go
there were
back and forth?
heartaches on a lot of those occasions too.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
There would be things that we truly wanted them to be at, and when the other parent is not always willing to work around those things, that hurts.
Yeah, it's hard. That's a hard. It's a hard thing to swallow. And because if you're not careful, you allow that.
Mm-hmm.
You get frustrated. You get upset, and you bring all that stuff into when you actually do the activity with them, or if you get to. It's not the kid's fault.
No.
But I'm not saying, like, I'm sure there were times where we did things that didn't work out with her schedule, and she would get frustrated at us. So it goes back and forth.
It does.
It's literally a negotiation where you're just going, what am I willing to give on? What am I willing to stand on? Because if you're like, nope, I'm getting everything I want,
it's not going to work for anybody.
Yeah, it's just it's going to blow up. And because you have to also too keep in mind, and we try to remind ourselves, keep in mind the kids.
Yeah.
Like Callie and Cody, Thomas and Aaron, through all of this.
Yeah,
Like, let's keep
nobody
them in
asked for
mind.
this.
Right,
None
yeah.
of the children, and I mean, you and I, none of us asked for this.
Right.
So one thing we learned pretty early on, I wouldn't say that we learned it right away, but we learned that whatever the holiday is, it's as special as you make it.
Right.
Even if it's not on that specific day that I have to have the kids that day.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you may not get to have them on Christmas Eve at 3:00 when you want them.
Right.
So if you get them on December 22nd and you have them the whole day, well, that very well might be your Christmas.
Yeah.
And
December 22nd is our Christmas
Right.
this time. So,
hypothetically speaking,
right.
it's as special as you make it. The experience is the important part, not what day of the calendar it's on.
Yeah, that's huge to keep in mind. That's a good mantra for you as a parent to constantly tell yourself through the holiday. This is about the experience. It's not about the day when we're doing it. Like, it's okay to, hey, these are the way things work, and you may have to change those around and figure out different times to have different things.
I remember a few years ago, it was Christmas Eve, and our older two were married and with in-laws that on Christmas Eve. Cody was with his mom, and Aaron Grace was with a boyfriend doing something for Christmas Eve. And it was you and I. We were like, hold on a minute. Wait.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Yeah. It was
Why
really
are we alone? And we've got 4 kids and not a single one of them is here. It was weird.
It was weird. I think.
It was emotional. We both cried, I'm pretty sure.
Then we broke up. We broke open a bottle of wine and watched old Christmas movies.
Our black and white movies that we save for
We
special
always
days.
watch those the night before Christmas Eve. That's our
Our tradition. We
Is-
stay up way too late watching It's a Wonderful Life and Miracle on 34th Street.
Yep.
And sometimes if you give in, we watch White Christmas. But
I like
that's
the
rare.
new.
That's such a good
I
one.
like the
I
newer
know,
Miracle on
it's the best.
34th
I
Street.
know.
I don't like the old
Yeah,
one.
you don't like the old one.
I like the newer one.
But we watch A Wonderful Life. That's a non-negotiable on Christmas Eve, and we both cry every time.
And we always watch our traditions for that is we watch Chevy Chase Christmas Vacation.
That's the first
That
one.
is the best.
That's the very first.
It's the
Christmas
first one
movie
every
we
year.
watch. Yeah, we watch it after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
We watch that, and then it kicks off.
You remember
our-
that year when your sister hosted Thanksgiving and we watched it after Thanksgiving dinner and they projected it on the side of the
Yes.
house and we all watched it outside?
Yes,
It was
that-
so fun.
That was fun. That was really cool.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway, it's about the experience, not what day it is.
Right. Yes.
That's a hard pill to swallow.
It really is. It seems really, when you say it here, sitting in this room,
It's like, yeah, of course.
it's like, oh, why would you not? Like, that's so dumb.
Yeah.
But dude, when you get in the like
Yes.
that Christmas, remember the Christmas morning we woke up and everybody was gone. Like, I think Aaron was working, Thomas was already married, Cody was off school, Callie was married.
Aaron did have to work one Christmas morning, yes, at the
and
dog
so
place.
we were there, and we're just like,
What do we do?
I was
we
like,
have
do you
to
want me to
wait.
cook you breakfast?
Yeah,
It was
like-
really, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
We
'Cause when
we
they
had
were
breakfast.
little-
I was like, I don't know what to do. I
Yeah.
think it's the first time we ever watched a Christmas parade.
Well, yeah. Well, when they
It's
were
like, They have a
little,
parade on Christmas.
when they were little bitty and growing up, you know, our family, we do cinnamon rolls. Used to, my dad and stepmom would bring cinnamon rolls to our house because they wanted to see Santa with our kids. I'm going to
Yeah.
cry talking about these sweet traditions. And so when the kids got a little bit bigger and my brother had kids way after we had kids.
Yeah.
And so that, you know, obviously the focus shifted to Santa time with Emery and Easton. But it was like, cinnamon rolls is still our thing. That's what we do on Christmas morning. And
Right.
nobody was there to have them.
So we ate a whole bunch of
We
cinnamon
did.
rolls.
I mean, the kids
Great
showed
Christmas.
up.
Yeah.
It was more like brunch with the kids by the time Callie and Cody, like all the things. There's just so many moving parts.
And the crazy thing is, though, like, you have to keep in mind, like, when we talk about negotiating event, like, was it 2-3 years ago? Maybe 3 years ago. All our kids are grown.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's probably 2. I think Thomas and Miranda were dating or about to get married, or I can't remember. But they wanted to have, they're like, let's don't do a traditional Thanksgiving. Let's do a Fiesta Thanksgiving. And I was like, what do you mean?
It was 3 years ago. It was right before they got married.
Yeah, they're like, let's have tacos and nachos and taco bars and all kind of, and we'll have margaritas or whatever, and we'll just have it. And I was like,
yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
guess to start Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Like
it's
I
kinda
start
like the-
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's kind of like the kids banded together before.
Yeah, they came with a plan.
They did, all of them.
Yes.
And we were like, okay, so we're going to have a Thanksgiving fiesta. And it was a blast.
Oh, we had so much fun.
And
Yeah.
so then it's kind of been like, if we get to have our Thanksgiving here at our home, which we are this year, woo! Because Callie and Charles are coming up from
Yes,
Florida.
that's right.
But it's kind of like we intentionally don't do Thanksgiving food because they're going to get their fill of it literally everywhere
Yeah,
else.
they eat Thanksgiving food. Like we figured it out. I think we ate like 4 or 5 Thanksgiving meals one time. And
We
I'm
did.
like,
It was a lot.
I love dressing, but bruh,
It's
come
a
on,
lot.
man. I'm done.
Yeah.
I can't eat any more dressing.
But one thing
So-
that is hard to keep in mind, and it's easy to say it looking back, but you have to keep in mind that things are going to change even if you don't want them to.
Oh, they will. Yes.
Because everything has a season. I mean, at one point we had a season where we had 4 little kids and going 5,000 places, and it was busy, and Callie and Cody had to go twice as many places, and we were trying to keep up and go and do and drop off and pick up, and at the same time trying to teach them to enjoy the season and, you know, all the things. But that childhood portion, there's a shelf life because it will end.
Yep.
And then you're going to transition to another portion of life, whether it's like they move on to, you know, getting married or college or whatever. Everything is going to change.
Yeah. Schedules change, times change.
Yeah.
Kids start getting jobs where they have to work on holidays. So
Yeah.
you're trying to figure out
And
the
now
day that
Thomas
no
is a
one's working.
firefighter. Like, you know, thankfully he was home for Lucy's first Christmas last year, but this year he works on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to write a letter to Santa for Santa to come a day early just for Lucy.
Yeah.
And so also, so that means that we are going to have Christmas morning a day early. So it's like you got to go with the flow.
Yeah,
You have
just.
to.
I think that's the thing, though. Like sometimes you get so stuck in these traditions that you love the tradition more than you love the experience with the people.
Oh, that's a good one. Say
So,
that again.
I-
You forgot what you said already.
Yeah, I just forgot it.
That sometimes
People
you
love-
love the tradition more than you love the people that you're doing it with.
Right. I mean, that was the whole reason you start the tradition, to make people come together for a certain reason,
Right.
Yeah.
to celebrate and have fun. And then we get so stuck that if everything's not perfect the way that tradition should go,
Yeah.
we get torqued up when it's like, no. Look who you're with. Like
Yeah.
that's the important part of it, I think, to keep in mind.
Well, and one thing, and when we talk about this all the time when we're talking about leading teams, is we see a great experience that we've had in the past, and we think that the recipe to get that back is to do the exact same things over and over again.
Right.
So if we didn't all meet at Granny's house, or if
Mhm.
this group of cousins didn't come, or if
Mhm.
it's not going to work out
That's so
because
true.
it's not, we didn't have the same recipe, quote unquote, to get that result. And it goes back to what y'all said earlier. It is what you make it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's what you
Mhm.
make it. So realize that what got you to that point before may not be the exact same thing that gets you to that point again.
Yeah.
It may be something entirely different. But again,
Look,
don't let the traditions outweigh the people that you're experiencing.
I
it
mean, it's the
with.
same truth for marriage. Like if you've
That's
been
so true.
married longer than 7 years, you've probably changed. You're probably not
Yeah.
the same person that you like. Look at your wife and you're like, we're
Jeez,
not
if
the
you've been
same.
married long for 1 year, I mean, people change.
Yeah, it's like you change. You go through seasons. You learn to love each other through a different place at a different
Mhm.
time. Like
Mhm.
it looks different. The same is true with any of this. And
Well-
so it's good to keep those things in mind, but also too, like, come up with some new traditions. Like
Well,
something
I was just
new
about to
that,
say,
that kind of works.
one way that we did that with developing a new tradition in our family was when the kids were little, we would, sorry, excuse me. We started doing a Stone Mountain tradition when they were young. We would try to go early in December because we knew it was about to get crazy. And so we would choose a day, and sometimes it was actually during their school break, and we would go spend the day at Stone Mountain, do all the Christmas stuff and the train ride and
And this
all
started
the-
because our kids loved Christmas lights. So there were times where we would,
Yes.
there were nights where we would have the kids, all four of the kids, we would
Yeah.
load them in the car
After dinner, they would go get their showers, put their pajamas on
and we would go ride, look at Christmas lights.
with hot chocolate. They needed
Yes.
hot chocolate.
And so we would just ride around. There were lots of places that just had Christmas lights, and we
Mhm.
would
Oh, that makes me want to get teary eyed.
we would just go do those things for for fun. And we did that like a couple times because it's easy. You're just riding around the car,
Yeah.
looking at Christmas lights. And, certain subdivisions
Yep.
they have lots of Christmas lights.
Ones.
And
Yeah,
then-
so you
so
just
then-
go check them out.
Yeah, then that's what led us to Stone Mountain. And then as they got bigger, and we had to wait a little bit because our youngest, Erin Grace, has always been really small. And so we had to wait till she got big enough to ride rides, and we'd go to an amusement park, Six Flags, that's near us. And they would always go overboard
The
with
lights
Christmas
there
stuff.
or Christmas were insane.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really, really
So
cool.
that was something that we
and then we would ride
did.
roller coasters and
Yeah,
it was so fun.
till you
too.
got sick.
Yeah, I would usually get sick about the
Yeah.
fourth or fifth upside down roller coaster.
Yeah, in a row.
Yeah.
So that was one thing that we did, keeping in mind or trying to help ourselves keep in mind that things change, seasons change. And like my dad, we mentioned my dad earlier, the TJ passed away in September of 2010. And so that following Thanksgiving, right away, my dad was like, let's start a new tradition. Me and my stepmom, we're going to take you and the kids to Cherokee, North Carolina. And we're just going to have a few days after Thanksgiving to just relax. We would go to Santa Land, little pitiful amusement park that's so cute. And so that was our tradition that we did 2 or 3 times. And then when it was just me, and then when you and I got married, y'all started coming, of course, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And so then Callie and Cody fell in love with that trip. And so we did it a few years in a row. And then I don't know why we just quit doing it. But then last year, you and I were like, you know what? We're going to pick up Pop's Christmas Kickoff, and we're going to do that with our family.
Yeah.
Because it was such an intentional time that it wasn't on the holiday of Thanksgiving. It wasn't on Christmas, but it was such a good time to just spend those few days. And it was only 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
That was just because it's family.
Right.
And that was something that we became intentional about too.
Yeah. And so it's always being mindful of, for me, I'm a Thanksgiving guy because there's no presents, there's no gift exchange. You just
There's no
cook.
expectations.
Right, yeah, you just cook food and hang out
Other
together.
than good food.
Yeah, you eat good food, you hang out together, you watch some football, you play in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Callie broke my
fun.
finger one year. We were playing football.
Yeah, you hadn't let go of that.
I
had you?
can't.
Yeah. And so
She really did.
Yeah.
She threw the football at me. I wasn't ready.
and so it was it's just fun for me. But like even around you can come up with traditions around Thanksgiving, come up with traditions around Christmas, come up with traditions around the New Year. Do
Yeah.
something fun for the
Keep
New
in
Year.
mind, it does not have to be that day.
No, like anytime you pick the day, and again, remember who you're doing it with is what the important part is.
Yes.
Like we had a tradition where the kids would always get pajamas, and then we would get a new game. And so on Christmas Eve, we would always play this new family game, and we would have pajamas. Well, the kids always knew they were getting pajamas on Christmas
And they
Eve.
did. And then the times where we didn't have Callie and Cody, Thomas and Erin Grace wanted to wait till Christmas morning when they would come home. They would all open their gifts. They would all put on their new pajamas on Christmas morning, and we would play the game on Christmas morning.
Yeah.
So it wasn't about what day it was. It was just that, we're all together. Let's do it.
Yeah. And so now it's just as our kids are getting older and their lives are developing, and it's just harder and harder to get everybody in the same
And I'll
room.
tell you the truth, though, before we unpack, was it last year or the year before, I still wanted to buy a family game because that was part of their tradition when they were little and growing up. And then they all were, it was kind of an overlapping time where they all were here, and it did not add up to enough time to do all the things I wanted to do. And I had to let go of that, which was really, really hard, and my heart hurt.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, well, that's over. Like, we can't do that anymore. And so I'm like, now saying it sounds like, well, yeah, 2 of them are married and homeowners, and like one's out of state. It was like, of course it's different.
Yeah.
But I had to let go of that finally.
Well, it's again, we go back to remember who you're with.
Yeah.
Remember why you started those to have fun together.
Yeah.
And fun may be different now. It looks different. It is
Yeah.
different. And so there's some things to keep in mind. This
It
is just remember, make a calendar. That's very, very important. Like make a calendar, put all of it on there, all the things that you got to do, you need to do. Sometimes that can be overwhelming,
It can be.
but that's probably a good indication of maybe we need to like,
And I'm still learning, though. I'm not saying, I promise you, I'm not saying this stuff as if, I'm the expert and this is how you do it. I'm like, we're still learning.
Yeah,
we're
we're
still
trying to figure it out
walking
as
through
we
it.
go, yeah.
And thank God, our precious daughter-in-law, she gets it. So she is already, like 2 weeks ago, started planning Thanksgiving because she
with Callie and
yeah,
Charles.
she was talking to Callie, her sister-in-law, our oldest. And Callie was like, we're coming up for Thanksgiving this year. We haven't even told anybody yet. So then Miranda, our daughter-in-law, started immediately texting everybody, like, these are the days. This is what we're doing. This is the day that we're doing it with them. Everybody be there. And I'm like, she gets it. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how do we unpack this, babe?
Before we unpack, so we talked about have the schedule. The other thing is to have reasonable expectations. Be reasonable in what your expectations are.
That's so hard when you want to be selfish.
I know, but this, especially as the bigger your family gets, as your family grows,
Yes,
this just gets harder. So take some time, map it out. I think unpack. I have one thing.
Yeah.
I would say, at least you or your wife pick one tradition you would like to keep, one thing you would like to hold on to, maybe during Thanksgiving, maybe during Christmas time, maybe New Year's, whatever that is, the one thing you want to hold on to. And then she picks one thing that you want to do. And then maybe new ones. It could be, I don't know, it could be an old one. But have that and try to reasonably work those into your schedule.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Reasonably. You only have so much time. You only have so many days that everybody can do together.
Yeah.
But the reasonable part is where I have stumbled of not getting my feelings hurt when it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
I have to be reasonable with my expectations.
Yeah.
I'm still learning that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
So that's mine. Do we have anything else for unpack? That's it.
No, that's it.
So think
that's
about
a big one, though.
Yeah,
that
well, it is a
one,
big
that's
one.
hard.
Yeah. And so spend some time.
Yeah.
Talk about it. Talk about your calendar. Talk about new traditions, old traditions, things you loved about them, things that you could change. How could you adapt? And remember, above anything else, man, you're about to jump into a really busy time. But as you get so busy, just remember to tap the brakes and remember what all this is for anyway.
Yeah.
You're celebrating each other. You're celebrating family. You're celebrating so many different things. Keep that in mind. Take a deep breath and just relax and enjoy. Because there'll come a time just like us. We're sitting there on Christmas Eve and it's you and I, and we're like,
this is weird.
Where's everybody at?
Why do we not have toys flying everywhere and, Nerf guns or...
Yeah. You're not putting anything together.
Right.
You're not doing
There's not
anything.
crayons and markers everywhere. It's bittersweet. It's what life is supposed to do.
Yep.
And you got to go with it.
Yeah, exactly. So anything to add to that, Producer Michael? All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today as we talked about the crazy holiday season that's coming up. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you have some time. If there's something you would like for us to talk about, discuss, unpack together, feel free to shoot us a DM.
Yeah,
Make sure
I was
to
literally
like,
just about
subscribe,
to
share.
say. Yeah, I was just about to say, if when you have this discussion with your spouse, partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, if it's difficult and you can't see eye to eye and you'd like for us to help you walk through that, send us a message. Like, we can FaceTime each other. We can help you walk through it.
Yeah, we'll jump on the phone with you.
Yeah, we'd love
have
to
a
help you.
conversation. So yeah, I mean, that ultimately that would make us extremely excited to do that.
We would.
So that's what we want to do is help you unpack and work through these things. So and the topics that you're struggling with or dealing with. So let us know. Keep liking, keep sharing. And we keep growing and we'll keep doing these. So
yeah, we love you and appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a good night.
See you next time.